What's up? What's happening, folks? Welcome back to the channel Sports, Life, and Politics TV. I'm Samuel Koppel, and I'm here for the news. In here recently in the weather, California has experienced an extreme amount of what they call atmospheric rivers, where there's these almost biblical floods, where it's like time after time, you get these heavy amounts of rain. Now, California, especially Northern California, has been in a extreme drought for extremely long time. But over the past 3 months, they've had enough rainfall for 10 years. Now, I've made videos on this in the past, as you can see right here. Weather manipulation is no conspiracy. Dallas weather national monsoons, is it weather manipulation? I made this video. I know weather manipulation, no conspiracy. I made that over a year ago. And this video, let me see when I made this. I made this video over 6 months ago. But before I go into this clip right here, this most recent clip, I'm gonna show you guys. This is a real deal. Cloud seeding, how the UAE gets creative to increase rainfall. UAE is United Arab Emirates over in the Middle East. Dubai artificially creating rainstorms with drones. That's from the Tampa Bay Fox News. Vox, humans finally figure out how to make it rain. What is cloud seeding? How artificial rain works. How to cloud seeding make it rain artificially. Cloud seeding works, but should we do it? That's the biggest goddamn question and the best question. What human beings tend to do, especially with technology, is try to play God, whether it be with cloning, weather manipulation. No matter what it is, whether it be abortions, whatever it is, humans try to play God. And it always backfires. Now, some people might say, no, this is a natural phenomenon. Atmospheric rivers happen all the time. And that's true, atmospheric rivers do happen. But they don't happen all the time. And it damn sure don't happen in extremely dry climates all the time, what Northern California had became. Now, they're going to say something in this clip, and I think it's going to prove what I'm saying, that California is under weather manipulation out over the Pacific Ocean, where these atmospheric rivers is coming one after the other, and it's not natural and it's not normal. Let's take a look.
We begin with that deadly flooding emergency right here in California. The state facing another round of heavy rain after a devastating parade of winter storms. 11 million people under flood alerts across the West through midweek. The unrelenting rain turning towns into rivers. Emergency crews rescuing drivers trapped in rising floodwaters after a levee breached in Monterey County. Thousands of residents forced to leave their homes. Here's a satellite image of that so-called atmospheric river bearing down on the state. The system massive in size, higher elevations facing even more snow and dangerous winds. This section of Highway 1 at Big Sur forced to shut down after a catastrophic landslide caused severe damage. Another storm.
And let me say this too, while it's on my mind. If you're in California, be careful. It seems like California is primed for a major earthquake. As all this rain comes down, that means all the ground under you begins to loosen. All the mountains and cliffs begin to loosen. Especially when you involve a lot of dry ground that's soaking up a lot of rain. And if a major earthquake hits California, it can be one of those catastrophic earthquakes that we heard about from childhood, where it splits the state in half. Or if you stay in Fresno, all of a sudden you have beachfront property. So keep your eyes open and make sure that you're aware of what's going on. All this rain is not natural and not normal, and this is why people shouldn't play God.
System wreaking havoc in parts of the Great Lakes into the Northeast, causing hazardous road conditions in Erie, Pennsylvania. ABC senior meteorologist Rob Marciano leading us off tonight from the storm zone.
Tonight, first responders rescuing stranded drivers from life-threatening floodwaters after a levee breach in Monterey County, California. Rescuers going door to door, warning residents to leave after a 100-foot wide breach in the levee on the Pajaro River. More than 8,000 people forced to flee. These families stuck on a bridge waiting for transport to nearby shelters. 11 million people under flood alerts tonight. Dramatic new drone video showing a raging river tearing through Kernville, California.
Look how violent that water is.
Officials ordering evacuations in Kern County as well. At least 2 deaths have been reported. California and Nevada declaring states of emergency. The entire West struggling to deal with the 11th atmospheric river event.
And as you can see, those roadways are being easily torn away. And there's nothing more powerful on the planet Earth than water. It's one of the most interesting substances known to mankind. I mean, you can't hold it in your hand, but yet it can tear down a mountain. It can destroy whole societies. I mean, it can wipe out dinosaurs. Water is a hell of a substance. You know it's God made. And in the Bible it says, one of the first things that was here was water. You know, if you read the Bible, one of the first things it says is it wanted to part. God parted the water. So it's a hell of a substance.
Dumping up to a foot of rain the past week. In Santa Cruz, heavy rain causing massive flooding and damaging roads, stranding residents like Gabby David.
Can't go to work and can't do everyday normal errands.
This section of Highway 1 in Big Sur forced to shut down after this rock slide damaged the road. Water pouring over the side.
For the first time in nearly 4 years, they're actually releasing water from one of the state's largest reservoirs, rolling down the Oroville Spillway at 8,000 cubic feet per second.
And in Lake Tahoe, historic amounts of snowfall. Another 32 inches in some areas.
People who have been here for a very long time have said this is more snow than they've ever seen.
A separate...
Yes, there were small clues. People been in Lake Tahoe their whole life. Ain't never seen this much snow ever. So what's really going on?
System marching from the Great Lakes to the northeast, bringing heavy snow to Pennsylvania.
So let's get right to Rob Arciano in Folsom, California. And Rob, the state bracing for even more flooding.
Yeah, the rains were ramping up again. We even had a tornado warning earlier with a funnel cloud spotted, so we've got it all. Flood watches remain in effect. Winter storm warnings remain in effect up in the mountains, and the rains will increase tonight, but really come in on Tuesday morning. That's when the next atmospheric river, that's when the next deadly flooding potential is going to be in this state. Now, the energy from yesterday's atmospheric river triggering severe weather tonight across Little Rock. Tomorrow, that gets into the southeast along I-10, Mobile, Montgomery, and then through Tallahassee. And then that'll trigger a storm along the coast for Monday, Tuesday along I-95. A nor'easter developing here, mostly wet snow and rain along I-95, but another heavy wet snow event with high accumulations inland. Whit?
All right, Rob, we know you'll be tracking it all. Thank you.
Hi, everyone. George.
You guys, if I'm not mistaken, I think this is like the 9th or 10th atmospheric river in the last 3 months. That's unheard of. And you have to, at this point, we have to start being more prepared, more ready for what's coming. As you see in California, Silicon Valley, they had a bank that that then collapsed. You know, it's getting kind of scary, but you shouldn't have no fear if you're at least somewhat prepared, or at least trying to prepare. And I've been telling people for the longest, at least try to prepare for something. You can't be prepared for everything, but don't be prepared for nothing. But I'm going to just go through some of these clips real quick, maybe 10 seconds on each one, just so you can get a small look.
The UAE is one of the driest countries on Earth, with an annual rainfall of roughly 120 millimeters. As a result, it has to get creative when it comes to finding solutions for water. In the early 2000s, the UAE started performing regular cloud seeding operations.
Okay, so you see that right there. This is real. Let's take a look at this, Tampa Bay. Tampa Bay Fox 13 News.
Okay, so we talked about this last week, and now we're going to do a deep dive with Davo. Dubai is making it rain in a sweltering desert by zapping clouds with electricity using drones.
There it is. You know, I'm just running you guys through some of these clips so you know that it's real. It's not always, you know, for a long time, you know, you didn't have the evidence of this type of stuff. Obviously, you know, with the Vietnam War, Operation Popeye was the first time. They was extending the monsoon seasons by seed clouding. So it's not new. This is not a new technology. Obviously, they've made major advancements, but the only problem with advancements is understanding the long-term ramifications of playing God.
For decades,
decades, this region in West Texas has been pummeled with droughts. Reservoirs and lakes often sit almost empty. Grass has gone brown, and crops are struggling.
The last rain was in October. We went through all the winter months with no rain. Our cotton, if you see, none of it came up. Every acre of our cotton just about is on bare soil. That's bone dry.
In the heat of Texas, things can sometimes look bleak. But what if I told you that there's a way to help fix this problem? By flying into the clouds and making them rain.
There it is. They're making it rain, you guys. This is, I've been saying this stuff. And, people, I guess, when I first started saying it, people, I ain't gonna say they say I was crazy, but, people just kind of ignore that shit. But this shit is real, man. I mean, I can go through each and every one of these clips, but I don't have that point. You see, I don't have to. I did it. Operation Popeye. What is cloud seeding? 6 months ago, over a year ago. Weather manipulations, no conspiracy. Right here, you get these atmospheric rivers, one after the other, after the other, after the other, which goes against nature. But I just want to make a quick clip, go over this right quick, and, make sure I was touching bases with all my California folks to, stay on top of your game, stay focused, make sure you know what's going on around you. Try to prepare for some stuff, man, because some things are coming down here, and obviously this society is circling the drain. Obviously, California's in major droughts, but, you can't play God. If it's a drought in a particular place on earth, it's God's will. That's just a fact. But I appreciate you guys tuning in. I appreciate all the support. This has been Sports Life Politics TV. I'm Samuel Koppel. I'm here for the news. Hit that like. Hit that subscribe. I just took your ass on a weather manipulation. There's no conspiracy ride. Peace.